Hello YouTube! Welcome back to Retro Gaming with Kankadia. So, hopefully you noticed that I made a little bit of a difference in this our next episode of Front Mission for SNES. What I did was basically I went back into the game and certain key points I recorded the normal speed audio, that is the music, the sound effects, that kind of thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to in post-production add them back into the game. That was my plan anyway. It's going to work the same way as I envisioned it, with one slight exception. You'll notice right now this game is actually working at pretty much, well, see, now it's normal speed. However, if I do this, it works a little bit faster, you see? So what happened is that the emulator I was using, SNES, was doing something really stupid, and I could not get it back to the settings I wanted before, mainly run at fast speed. I don't know why, but it just wouldn't work. So I went back to what I used to use before, which was SNES 9X. Now, unfortunately, the save files for SNES 9X are incompatible with SNES. So I just had to replay those last couple of episodes. Didn't take me too long, especially with the turbo mode enabled. So now I have essentially, not completely, but essentially the same game as I had before. I might have a little less experience, a little more experience, a little more money, a little less money. Basically, this early in the game doesn't make that much of a difference, but it's essentially the same thing. I made the same kind of choices, and I had the same kind of outcome. In fact, at this point in the game, you can't really make any choices that affect the outcome, which is fortunate, because if it was any higher, I would have had to reproduce the choices. Long story short, it's the same game, it just looks a little different. However, when we go into the battle, you're going to notice there is going to be a difference, because turbo mode is much faster than the high speed we had before. What I may do is play around with the turbo speed rate and see if I can get it kind of what it was before, because it might be too fast, like too fast, so you can't actually see what's happening, and I can sort of move stuff faster than I know. The rest you can see, because I've played this game so many times over and over again. Okay, so rant out of the way. Let's get back into this game. So we're in Manasseh. First things first, let's take a look at the military office. We have our guy here. I think his name. I wish I remember what his name is. I just call him Sunglasses Guy. I was like, oh, we have another mission for you. And it's like, mission? I don't want to do another mission. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So the last line of dialogue was actually a different one. Basically, Keith just asked out Natalie and wanted to go see the town, but Natalie wanted to go around and see the town with Royd instead. It's because we're actually going to get a new member in just a minute. So first things first, after you go to the office, go back into the shop. Got a little bit of time here. I'll turn turbo mode on to speed up a little bit, so I got a little bit of money. I'm going to upgrade, and I see this guy looks the same as before, pretty much. So I'm just going to upgrade Royd in his Shrike. So let's go with an Ibis. Let's go with a, what is it? I think it's PAF 55. It's definitely, that's a rifle. That's a rifle. So PAF 55. Shoulder right, overweight, and so is. Okay, so Galvados. Actually, no, I was wrong. Okay, hold on a minute. Okay, sorry about that. So, what I did wrong and what I had to do to fix it was the following. I accidentally deselected his E-grid, and unfortunately, in order to get it back into his Shrek, I had to do the following things. I gave him a full Husky Mark IV, which is the most expensive Vonzer you can get right now, full body. I gave him, like as you just saw, the 2 new weapons. I also gave him an upgraded shield, and I also gave him his first backpack, a Chipmunk. It's a very small one. Backpacks actually are kind of expensive this early in the game, so we'll see how much I can actually give other guys. But for right now, it's very important you upgrade just him to his maximum level, because we're about to go out in the town with Natalie. And where we take a nice girl to the bar? No, we go to the Coliseum. Hey, you, I know you, don't I? This is Yang or Young. But I always spell Yang because in the English versions it's always spelled Y-A-N-G, so Yang or even Yan, same difference. It's like, yes, do I know you? I knew it. Karen talked about you all the time. Karen? You knew Karen? Of course I did. Please tell me about her. Only if you beat me in the Coliseum. Yes. Okay, I'll meet you in. What are you doing? Okay, so at this point, if you hadn't gone to the shop before, definitely go to the shop and upgrade your Vonzer. So you go to the Coliseum. Now instead of the normal interface, it just goes straight to her. You say, "Are you ready to fight?" And does the yes or no? You just go in and you assume you are. So it's the Shrike versus the Gyokuran. Yeah, you can tell she's a fighter, but with some short for some reason, and high agility. Agility is actually equal because their weapons are equal. However, her fight is not as good as my short or long because I just upgraded. So let's see how this fight goes, shall we? I'm gonna do this at fast speed. And one more shot, and she's down. Now, if you'd done that without upgrading, you might be able to beat her, but it's unlikely. She is very good at melee, and for some reason she has that rifle, which is actually a downside. So that was fast speed. It's a little bit quick. Probably missed most of the action, so I'm actually going to dial it down, maybe to 3, and we'll see how it goes next battle. So, Yang, wow, you're as good as I thought you were. Please tell me more about Karen. Better yet, I can follow you to a certain location that involves her. What? What are you talking about? Come on, this is where she is. Don't you want to find her, don't you? It's like, yes, I do. Okay, meet me outside. Okay, I'll be there. And he goes, Yang joined the unit. So we have now Freddy, who we just got, and also Yang. Now, one important note. You go back to the shop for a second. Go to setup. You now have Yang here also. So here's the problem. You only have 6,700 money, which is not very much. And fortunately for us, Yang is pretty well outfitted, but she can use a couple of upgrades. Now, unfortunately, Vanessa does not have any melee weapons, which is ironic because it has her. So you need to remove her rifle, but you can give her shields, which will save her. And I'm also going to give her a paint job. Oh, hey, why do that? It's very easy to misclick and accidentally change the name. So you remember what the name is, so you can remember what it was for. So let's make her melee, because that's what she is. Okay, and I have a little bit of money, so I'll see what I can do. Well, first of all, let's check Sakata out. I'll do what I did with Roy with him. So, parts body, let's give him a full Husky. Mark IV. And I'm also going to have to give him a backpack. Weapons right. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, weapons right. I could go with the rocket launcher again, but I think early game is not really that handy. So I'm going to give him the Ibis and the PAP 55. Shoulder right. Galvados, which is not as good as an Egret, and shoulder left, the shield. So that took about half my reserves. I can probably outfit Natalie also, maybe one other. So let's see what I can do. Be right back. Okay, so I was in fact completely and utterly wrong. I had plenty of money. So I got 5,500 remaining, and I was able to outfit all my guys with Husky Mark IV weapons. So check it out. Pretty much similar kind of build for JJ. I just gave him. I'm sorry for JJ. I gave him the same thing as Yang, and for Freddy, I gave him the same thing as Keith, which is the dual Galvados. So they're all in very good shape. I was even able to give him a couple more items because I was able to go and buy. You can buy items. You can buy flash grenades also, which I kind of want to get into, but not right now because I need right now. I only the space I need for small and medium repairs. I have got a couple of those. BA mines. They're actually like a landmine. I find them very hard to work with because A, they're only single use. They do a lot of damage, but only someone with a lot of strategy, and it's not even including me, can use those mines correctly. Plus, they're not always available. So let's save and exit. Remember, we already talked to Yang. He's like, "Oi, what are you doing? You leaving us here? Hey, you can't leave us here. Yeah, that's right. We're going with you. Hey, I want to follow this up. That might be a good story. I'll go to." So we're all going to Gray Rock. The city, it's under attack. Actually, I know this one because this is one of the few characters in Japanese I actually know. It's Meiji Meiji Ga. It's under attack, or something Desuru. Sorry, no, Teru. I'm sorry, my Japanese is not as good as it could be. One day I will improve on it. It's the USN. It's a USN troop. Hey there, I can use some help here. This is Paru, or Paul. I may try and recruit him because he's actually a pretty good missiler, but we'll see. Depends on what challenge I want. Okay, let's take these guys out. You got it. Watch out for that guy in the background. Hey, don't worry about it. We'll take them all out. You got that right. Attack! USN forces. Stall them while I finish my work here. Okay, I'm bringing in everybody, as to be expected. Okay, now here's what we have. Now the streets in this are kind of hard to follow, so check this out. Even though you can't see them, you have to kind of assume that this is the way you can move through for here, a little bit of a pathway back here. There, all the way over this way, and over here to the right, you have this path, and you have this one also, and you have this, but this is kind of a step up and step down. Now, here's the important thing. This guy will, in fact, try and kill you this time. See, okay, look at this stuff here. Driscoll in Type 11DS, level 40. Your enemies are level 4. And I think my highest, which is Royd, he is, where is he? He's level 4. So this guy has 10 times your level. If he catches you, he will kill you. So you have to avoid him. He's going to proceed in this way fairly slowly. So once he gets over here, you have to avoid him. Take out everyone else as fast as you can. And to top it off, we've got basically a pincer. So guys coming in from this side, and that side. Plus we have to defend this guy. So what I found is the best way is to do a two-pronged attack. One way here and one way here. We'll actually have having one or two guys provide covering fire along this axis to the west. So let's proceed. Yang's closest, so I'm having her move in over here. And again, let's try it now. So it's turbo mode on. It's a little hard to control, but let's try with turbo mode 2. That might be workable. Yeah, turbo mode 1 is identical to real time, so let's just try it double. The way it still moves faster than it normally would, but not so fast that you miss all the action. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's much more reasonable. It's faster than normal speed, but still good in gameplay wise. Okay, these guys are proceeding. They're attacking Paul. The fortunate thing is that as long as Paul is there, the AI will continue to fire on him even if you have other guys in the area. So if you want him, he's at half health in his torso, he's not going to last long. It's also 4-on-1 right now. If he lasts 2 more turns, I will be happy. Okay, so let's see here. Move up. And remember, Royd has the egret, so he's got to be the one to do the most damage. So here's another tricky little thing here. You have to sort of remember where the bad guys are in this area because you can't see them because of the buildings. The camera angle is fixed. So let's hit the commander with the egret. He has the most health. Miss. Crap on a stick. Okay, go up to the commander. Not too bad. Okay, Natalie, yeah, I want her to keep moving on that side. That's the third guy over here. Ooh, good shooting. I gotta go down next turn. So Keith. Now I have experimented with having guys go over this way, and found it's generally not that useful. It's better to have missilers move over here and attack from the west, but right now I can't do that, so I'm just going to hit this guy from the side. And he's down. Cool. Splash 1. So JJ in, Freddy head in 2. Yang, let's have you do some damage. Oh, important note. Oh, cool. You see that? Do you see that? Okay, what Yang just did is use a skill. She has a skill called Double. It's the same one that Keith has, and that all melee guys will get eventually. What she was able to do is because she hit, and she has this skill, she has a chance to use the skill upon using an applicable ability, like a melee weapon or her fist. In this case, it was double, which means that she hits twice. So it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens more often the higher her skill is. And she's level 6. She's actually the highest skill level of any of my guys, which is pretty impressive considering. And a double is only one of many skills. There's like a dozen different skills that you get over time. The next one we're going to pick up eventually is called Guide. That's the one for long range guys. That one's very helpful because it helps you target where your missiles land. Doesn't always guarantee it, but again, the higher your skill level, the more accurate it becomes. Same thing with melee skills. So right now that they're just bombarding Paul, and he's going to go down pretty quickly. So I think this guy's damaged. Yeah, so have a retaliate with the PAP 55. No, damn. It's hard to keep track of me in my head. I mean, that's why I color code them, because I can't always tell who's who. I could use one color for each one. Okay, now this guy's saying, saying that our business is now complete. Load up the trucks and we will leave. So now it's bad, because he's going to start moving next turn. So let's see here. Cicada. Keep hammering that guy long range. In general, you want to try and use up your ranged ammunition as fast as possible. It deals the most damage of all and has the longest range. If you have to move in close, you lose time in coordinating stuff. Plus, more often than not, you're going to have maybe 6 rounds of ammunition, and most games are decided within 6 rounds. Not finished, but decided. Okay, so JJ. See, these two are basically the only ones in this area. Unless he's going to kill this turn, which is very possible. So I'm going to have JJ move up to here. Start hammering away this way. I'm going to have my missilers stay in the middle here and fire on this guy to the west. Give Yang some help. Okay, Keith, same thing. Yes! Excellent. He's down. Okay, so now Yang can move forward and protect this guy from, at least from a little bit of short-range damage. They're still going to hit him with the range. Yo, beautiful double Yang. Okay, now Royd. I gotta move here, take out this guy. Okay, one thing you can do is you can move your cursor around to kind of tell where the great guys are. See, there's one here, missiler. See, it will change depending on my last guy you were selected. So I select this guy last, and I move over here and I select the commander. There's the commander. So I can't hit the commander because I'm not within range. So I'm pretty sure I'm not. See, attacker here. Yeah, if it was here I could hit him, but I can't. So I'm gonna go here. Oh wait, why can't I go there? Oh, that's where Natalie is. Okay, so I couldn't tell if my other character was there. So let's go here and hit this guy at range while I'm also in position to actually I just boxed in that other attacker. I have on all 3 sides, and the 4th side is the building. There we go. Sorry, I was going a little slow there for a second. Makes a difference, this turbo mode. Before with the other emulator, I had it on emulate as fast as possible, so it was emulating pretty quickly. But in this, I basically enabled the turbo, which is I never actually had an SNES back in the day, but my understanding is that some advanced gamepads had this option to speed up gameplay called turbo. And I think it was most useful in like speed runs, when you kind of knew what you were doing, and knew the tactics. Oh yes, Paul is hanging in by a thread, and that guy ran away. Sweet. Well, I will. Good and bad at the same time. In this mission, you do not want to slow down. You have to take these guys out before Driscoll comes to you. Otherwise, he will kill your guys. Beautiful. He's down. We got an HPM. That's a HP 100. Because an HPM replaces 100 HP, and an HP 50 is an HP small, replaces 50 HP. Okay, so now if I go up here, he's gonna go after this guy. Maybe. But if I don't, he's definitely gonna move in closer. So I gotta go this way. Save me one more turn. Okay, what's next? Let's go with... Okay, can you hit him? Okay, do it. Ugh. These guys definitely need to work on there. And another reason why I like to use the ranged weapons early is because these guys need all the XP they can get. So the earlier you use your... Ideally, in every engagement, you want to use up all of your missiles, because later on you're going to get a supply car, and with that... Okay, hang on a sec. Where is he? Did I just kill the commander? Oh, that is the commander. I was like, oh. Try and take him out. Bingo. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want to go for XP now. I want kills. Yes! 2 headshots. Synchronized headshots. So I think that clears these guys. Cool. Okay, we just cleared the eastern front. Wunderbar. So I'm gonna have him Sakata move back over here, help in the middle front here, middle thrust. So I'll put JJ between these two as a blocker and hit him. Ugh, you could use a double in that case. Interesting thing, even though he could have used a double even though he missed the first time, because he used an ability that he used a relevant attack, meaning a punch. He has very low skills, so it's unlikely, but it's possible. I'm sorry, I was saying before. I forgot to finish my thought. I removed the Tonfa, that is the Tonfa, the melee weapon off of JJ, because the native damage from a punch from an unaided Husky 4 arm is superior to the weapon to the melee weapon. This case, the Tonfar. So interesting. It's not always the case, but occasionally, especially early in the game, and it's good because it saves you a little bit of money and weight. It kind of wasted a missile, but it took out a limb, so it gets the XP. Not too shabby. So I'm going to go over here. Basically cut off their retreat in this direction. Okay, I think... Let me see. They're running away, so I think I'm going to have my missilers advance. So they have a better range, a bit better radius of attack. And just kind of like with line of sight rules, you can't fire a missile... you can't fire a missile around buildings. So it has to be within your line of sight. So you have to kind of, again, remember where the bad guys went. Or just move closely and see where your target possibilities are. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now right now Yang is in a good position, because I don't... Oh, beautiful! Nice shooting. Because the commander is still going to try and attack Paul because he's there, and Paul I think still has a couple of rounds of ammunition. He's gonna take a couple more pot shots at them. All right, so over here, this is clear, so I'm gonna move over here and open fire. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, end of turn. Oh! I'll be honest, I did not see that coming. We have everything. Excellent. Load up all the materials, and I'll clean up here. Now he's actually going to come after us. So I have to kill these things fast. Oh, that was dumb. Yeah, it's ideal that you should be aware of how much health these things you guys have left, and plan accordingly. If they have a little bit of health left, you probably should use your machine gun as opposed to your rifle, because you want to do the maximum amount of damage. Okay, so there's a bad guy here, I think. Where's he here? Yeah, he is. So those guys on the western area, they're going to try and move in to get Paul, I think. So Yang's got them pinned down, so I know where they are. So that's good. Okay, JJ's actually taking a lot. How much damage is he taking? He's not that bad actually. Keep hitting. Yeah, you need to practice anyway. Okay, Freddy, I actually want you to move over here and support Yang. You might be able to hit one guy from there. Oh, you can hit every guy. Cool. Hit the commander. Nice shooting. Took out an arm. And I want you to stay put. Oh, hit the wrong button there. Turn off turbo mode. Yes, there you go. That's a good use of a double. Okay, so Paul just transitioned to melee because I guess he ran out of ammo, so he targeted the most available guy, and as Yang was blocking him also, he went into the middle thrust. That makes sense. You know, it's hard to predict where these guys go, but if you look at the after action, you can kind of figure out why the AI did what they did in terms of what they can do and what their target priorities are. Let's go with the F-85. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so Paul is hanging in there. I don't actually mind if he gets XP because he's going to be on my side fairly soon. Alright, so where are these guys? Let's go here. Yeah, that guy's a stick. I don't like sticks actually right now because they are dangerous. Oh, Natalie's there. If they're sticks, then their AI functions differently. They try and run all over the place, which is not what I want. I don't want to chase these guys around. I want them right where I can... Did it again. Right where I can see them. Yeah, you should have hit the arm also. Okay, so I think Keith, Natalie, Royd. So here is the last spot. These guys are pinned in. Okay. No, move here. So I need you to do melee damage in a minute or so. You only have like 2 rounds left. Okay, Yang, keep slugging. Oh, yeah, double is actually a misnomer because it basically means additional hit. See, she just did 3 hits, but that still counts as a double because you had a double, and then the skill activated on the second hit, so it was a double off of a double, which is still a double, but it's actually 2 doubles. But it's not really a triple, even though it kind of is that too. So yeah, is Yang event? Okay, it's 1 round left. Fire. Not bad. Okay, I think there's 3 left, plus Driscoll. Commander's firing. Not too bad. It's always important to give the missilers very good armor because their shoulders are otherwise occupied and they're not able to mount shields. Oh, that was stupid of me. Okay, so I think there's the last one. Keep hitting. He's down. 2 more to go. I got a Mark III arm. Alright, so I think he is... Yeah, there's Keith, so I'm going to select Keith. So last hit should be on this guy. Oh, come on! The guy had 3 health left. Okay, JJ up. Hold on a sec, sorry. There we go. This has got to be it. Yeah, not even Europe that bad a shot. Alright, so these guys are clear as far as I can tell. Okay, and one way to go is to select one of them and then press the buttons. I think that's all of them. Yep, I think so. Firing missile. I think this might be his last round. Not bad. Okay, now just for safety's sake, I'm moving these guys in. I want them away from Driscoll, who is over there to the northeast. One, yep, last guy. I mean, ultimately, at this point, it's lovely. The only way you can tell if there's anyone left is by waiting until the enemy's turn and then seeing where there's a movement. Her legs are out, but she doesn't need them. Not bad. Okay, giving you. Yeah, again, with the downside of using turbo mode is that you don't always. Yeah. It's often kind of difficult to precisely target your cursor. Fortunately, it's a turn-based game, so it doesn't matter as much. Alright, I think we're just getting a turn. I mean, I don't think anyone has any missiles left. Yep, Keith's out. Yep, okay, so I'm gonna end phase. Hopefully this guy will be dead this turn. There we go. He's down. That's it. And Yang grew to level 9. She's still our highest skilled fighter. I must retreat for now. Boom! Shwati! Whoosh! Karen, she was in there. Yang, tell me about Karen. What was she like? Okay, I'll tell you. She was a really great girl. I knew her a while back. I met her at a recovery center. I knew this really great guy. His name was Royd. I really miss him so much. I'm just so sorry. We can't always be together. This horrible, horrible war, it keeps us apart. Always. A little after that, I was transferred out. Never saw her again. What? You never saw her? Then, a little later, I heard about the incident on Hoffman Island. Karen. It must have been hard on you to go through that. What? And meeting her like that. Sorry, my translation is garbage. But essentially, Yang knew Karen. She met her at a field hospital, recovering after the attack. So Royd's girlfriend is in fact alive, as far as Yang knows. So we're now back in Manasseh, and she's saying, "I want to hang around with you guys for a little while," and he's saying, "What is that?" And she goes, "I have a lead on something. I want to check something out. I'll go with you." I'm not going to ask why you guys went AWOL, but it's going to be okay. We're regulars. This is what we do. So, next mission coming up. Oh, he's not available. Okay, so we're going to a guy named Seeker Hans. Okay, now I remember. Okay, so Yang has a brother, and her brother is missing, and she's hiring this guy, or so this, I think it's a guy. Hans is the guy's name, but it looks like a girl with the hair and everything. Plus, you can't hardly tell with the VR helmet. So I'm looking around for him. My brother, have you find him? No, but who's your friends over there? What? Hey, can you find anyone? Yes, I can find most people. Can you help me find my girlfriend? Her name is Karen. She was at a hospital. Okay, I'll do what I can to try and find both of them. Thank you for not turning me in. It's okay. But who are you looking for? Your brother? Yes. I lost him a while back. I don't know where he is. I understand about losing someone. Yes, we are much like that. Okay, now we can go to the office. It's like, okay, we have our next mission. Hey, am I in the right place? Yes, you are. This is Pee-wee. He will be our new driver. He'll be commanding a supply car, and we can use that to resupply in different places. Just keep me okay, and I'll promise I'll help you out. Our next mission will be fairly difficult. Here are the specifications for it. Pee-wee joined the team. Your mission is to just disable... Oh, I know this one. This one's going to be tough. Okay, so our next mission... Actually, I think I'm going over time. So, our next mission is going to be a doozy. These are rocket launchers. So, that's been Tankadia for Retro Gaming. I'll see you next time.